Amira was just 15 years old when doctors found a volleyball-sized tumor on her liver. She fought hard for 12 months and was ultimately able to overcome it, but doctors are uncertain for what the future holds for her. Derek was a 14-year-old, an active track star who was doing great in high school when doctors found a baseball-sized tumor on his brain. They were able to remove it, but it left him with debilitating disabilities. Not only this, but there were other cases in this area. A small town in Minnesota, Oakdale, experienced 21 childhood cancer cases in just a few short years. Not only that, but they also experienced a 34% increase in newborn deaths, as most newborns were being born prematurely, and some were so small they didn't even have a fighting chance. Oakdale, Minnesota isn't the only city this was happening in. Cities across the country were seeing sudden rises in death and diseases, and they didn't know why. Well, they found out the cause. The reason was contaminants in their water. Toxic chemicals, such as the forever chemicals that were found in Oakdale, Minnesota's water, often go undetected in our current water system, sometimes for years. And as they do, they make their way into residential homes, bringing with them diseases, cancer, and ultimately death and devastation. Our water sources aren't reliable anymore, as the growing cities and factories and companies we work and live in bring chemicals and other pollutants to our water. Water purification has not changed in the past 20 years, as we still test all our water at just a single source and only for chemicals and contaminants we know might be in there and might harm us. This hasn't been working, as new contaminants and other issues have been coming up every day. That's why we created the chemical AI system called AquaDetox. AquaDetox works by collecting real-time data from sensors put in pipes in each section of the residential area or cities. The chemical sensors are inserted into the pipes, just like this, and then as the water passes through them, it collects the data and uses a deep learning process to analyze the data. This deep learning process analyzes the data by sorting it and figuring out what the contaminant is and the severity and concentration in each area. This data and information gives us the ability to pinpoint the exact location of the contamination in most affected areas, which we then use with another AI system to figure out which areas we need to focus our water purification efforts on and alert the government and citizens about. We can create a whole new world of opportunities through AquaDetox. For example, Oakdale, Minnesota didn't know about their contamination for years. None of the residents, companies, or city officials had any idea there were irregularities in their water. This cost them over $5 billion in damages between healthcare costs and environmental factors. With AquaDetox, this contamination and irregularity of the water would have been picked up within hours, and the government would have been alerted. The water would have then been diverted away from the city, and new, cleaner water would have replaced it, as they have multiple sources there. AquaDetox is improving the quality of water, one drop at a time, through our chemical AI sensors.